Hello everyone. Thank you so much for coming today, and I'm so sorry I can't be there with you. My name is Cynthia Lawson. I'm a faculty member at Parsons, and I'm also Associate Provost working at the university. I want to thank Lee Brown for the invitation, as well as all of the organizers for today's event. What if artisans received royalties on adapted designs based on their craft, instead of allowing designers globally to rip off native designs without the communities seeing any of that money or even knowing what is happening with their authentic designs? What if artisans were respected, treated, and paid as designers, instead of always assuming that it's the external designer that needs to come in with information about a global market and the artisans reduced to cheap labor? What if universities played a central role in the preservation of craft, instead of us assuming that it's the sole responsibility of native communities to maintain their traditions, lamenting with nostalgia when they want to move to cities to earn more income for their families? And what if artisan enterprises were 100% transparent with regards to cost and labor, instead of marketing themselves with images that we refer to as poverty porn and others that signal the idea that we're quote-unquote helping marginalized communities without really knowing if the artisans are even receiving fair wages? These are some of the questions that we tackle through the research lab that I run called DEED, called Development Through Empowerment, Entrepreneurship, and Design. We've been doing this work since 2007, and we have a threefold mission. On the one hand, we support artisans in emerging economies. We've developed a model working in Guatemala and Colombia, though it could be adapted globally. We think about how they can create and sustain income-generating craft-based opportunities. These could be through the development and sale of products, but it can also be through the artisans receiving fair wages by teaching the craft that they know. We're committed to creating opportunities for our students that we wouldn't be able to do on campus in New York City, and really have all of our students think about how the skills that they're learning can be put to use with communities who don't have their basic needs met, and therefore the students really seeing themselves as agents of change. And the way that we do these is running collaborations between the New School and artisans through courses that we deliver on the university, as well as through fieldwork programs. And across both the courses as well as the programs, we're committed to horizontal pedagogy and much more fair ways of working together. So for example, one of our fieldwork rules is that we never use the word help. Help is a one-way word. It assumes that we think the other person is going to benefit from our knowledge or from our presence, and it therefore presumes that we're wanted and that we can make a difference, and we want to really approach all of this work very humbly. So we have a model where we prepare students on campus in a course that I co-teach with Fabiola Verdiel from International Affairs called Designing Collaborative Development. And after that, students have had the option to participate in various summer fieldwork experiences. This is an example of a workshop schedule run by our students, and these get adapted according to the artisans' interests, skills, what their objectives are as a group. All of these things we unpack through very dynamic workshops. And then it's our students from across divisions in the New School that run workshops in business, design, and marketing. Some of the cases that we've tackled in Aguadas, Colombia, the big question was, how do you support an artisan group that's been working on this hat, also known as the Panama hat, for decades, in diversifying their products so that they can better sustain their livelihoods? This video that you see here is running at its normal speed. It's not been accelerated. It's amazing craft. In Anserma, Colombia, we met a group of weavers who weave on these large floor looms. They engage with really gorgeous experimentation through color and material. And one thing that we discovered by going through their inventory was we couldn't find two products alike. So how do we support a group that wants to keep committed to their creativity, but also acknowledge that the global marketplace often wants to have multiple orders of the same thing? And in Santiago Zamora, the big question there that our students tackled had to do with this table runner. That if we do the basic math on at a fair wage of $1 an hour, which, you know, for us is very low still, it takes the artisans 360 hours to make this. They should be able to sell it for that. But in the saturated tourist market of Guatemala, they can only get $38. So these are some of the questions that we tackle when we do the fieldwork programs. And this year, for the first time, I'm delighted to share that we've partnered with 4 pilot organizations to launch internships. These are organizations that have been working, some of them for decades, some of them are newer companies. They're working in the artisan sector, and they're working in a variety of locations with a variety of communities and craft. So the internships that are open are with Bajalia. They're based in Florida. They're looking for 3 interns. Global Goods Partners, which is based in New York, but this internship would be in Antigua, Guatemala. They're looking for a product and design intern. Emmeline, which is a company based in Lima, Peru, is looking also for 3 interns. And Duca, which was co-founded by 2 alumni from the New School, are looking for an intern for Kenya for their work that they do there with artisans, as well as somebody in New York. So I invite all of you, if you're interested in any of what you've heard today or in applying for any of these internships for this summer, to go to our website deed.parsons.edu or send me an email, cynthia@newschool.edu. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram @deedlab. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a fantastic afternoon. Bye.